If you've been shopping for impact windows, you've probably noticed something very frustrating. Almost nobody will tell you what they cost. You'll see advertisements that say, buy one, get one free, 70% off, $6 windows. But when you actually try to get pricing, you're told someone has to come sit in your living room first. Why? Today, I'm going to explain exactly why window pricing is so confusing, what impact windows really cost in South Florida, and what actually drives the price up or down. By the end of this video, you're going to know enough to compare quotes intelligently, even if you never hire us. One of the biggest problems in the construction industry is that homeowners are forced to make huge financial decisions without enough information. And honestly, I don't think that's fair. You're getting ready to spend somewhere between $15,000, $30,000, sometimes $50,000 or more. And somehow you're expected to do that without even having a realistic idea of what these projects cost. That's exactly why we built our pricing estimator. Not because it gives exact pricing, that's impossible. Every house is different. But because we believe homeowners deserve realistic expectations before they ever invite someone into their home. So let's answer the question everyone is asking. How much do impact windows actually cost? Here in South Florida, most professionally installed impact windows range between approximately $800 to $2,500 per opening. Entry doors generally range from $1,500 to $6,000 or more, depending on the style, size, hardware, and structural requirements. If you're replacing the windows and doors on an average home, you're usually looking somewhere between $15,000 and $55,000 or more. Now, before you panic, does not mean every home costs $50,000. It means every home is different, and that's exactly what most advertisements leave out. Here's something I wish more companies explain. Two homes can both be 2,000 square feet and have completely different window replacement costs. Why? Because we don't price homes by square footage. We price openings. One house might have 10 standard windows. Another house, the exact same size, might have 18 windows, 4 sliding glass doors, custom shapes, transoms, picture windows, or giant openings facing the water. Square footage does not determine pricing. The openings do. Then you have product selection. People think impact windows are all basically the same. They're not. Some homeowners simply want hurricane protection. Others want better energy efficiency. Others want laminated low E glass. Some want insulated glass. Some want different frame colors. Some want larger design pressure ratings because of where they live. Every one of those decisions changes the pricing. Then we have something almost nobody talks about, the installation. This is probably the largest variable. I always tell homeowners, you're not buying windows, you're buying an installation. The windows is only one piece of the system. How those windows are anchored, the fasteners, the sealants, the flashing, the structural conditions around the opening, those determine how the window actually performs in a hurricane. Now, let's talk about code. If you live in Miami-Dade or Broward County, you're in what's called the high velocity hurricane zone, HVHZ. That means your windows must meet stricter requirements than many other parts of Florida. The products have to carry approved Miami-Dade Notice of Acceptance or Florida product approvals. Testing standards are different. Installation requirements are different. That usually increases costs compared to other areas of the state. Here's another thing homeowners don't realize. The lowest quote often isn't actually the lowest quote. I've seen estimates that don't include permits, interior trim, exterior stucco repair, structural modifications, final finish work, final inspections. Then after installation, those become change orders. Or worse, the homeowner is left trying to find someone else to finish the job. That's why when you're comparing estimates, don't compare the bottom number. Compare the entire scope. Ask what's included, what's excluded, who's handling the inspections, who's doing structural work if it's needed. Those questions matter a lot more than a flashy discount. Now let's talk about something we built that I'm really proud of. Our virtual pricing estimator. One of the biggest complaints homeowners have. I don't want to schedule 3 appointments just to get a rough idea. We completely understand. That's why we built an estimator that gives realistic price ranges based on your project. Is it exact? No. It can't be. Nobody can accurately price windows online without seeing your home, but it gives you a realistic starting point. It helps you budget, it helps you compare, and honestly, it helps eliminate a lot of anxiety before you ever schedule an appointment. That's exactly why we built it, because educated homeowners make better decisions. Another thing I want homeowners to understand, there's nothing wrong with getting multiple quotes. In fact, I encourage it. Interview companies, ask questions, compare scopes, compare warranties, compare communication, because the cheapest quote isn't always the best value, and the highest quote isn't automatically the best company either. You're looking for transparency, you're looking for experience, you're looking for someone who's willing to educate you instead of trying to pressure you. Here's the advice I'd give if it were my own family buying impact windows. Don't shop based on price alone. Shop based on value. Understand exactly what's included. Understand how the windows are being installed. Understand who's standing behind the warranty. Understand who's going to answer the phone 5 years from now if you ever have a problem. Because impact windows are one of the biggest investments you'll make in your home. If you want to get it right the first time, if you're just starting your research, go use our free pricing estimator. It's designed to give you realistic expectations before anyone ever comes to your home. And if you decide you'd like us to take a look, we'll walk your home. We'll explain exactly what drives your pricing, show you different options, and give you a detailed written proposal with no pressure, whether you hire us or not. Our goal is simple: help homeowners like you make informed decisions, because that's how we build trust. One window, one door, one family at a time.